Zombie apocalypse.
What is going on, you guys? Bastion Joe here, and I'm back at it with another deck profile for you guys. This time I am going to be showing you guys my Kozmo deck profile for January 2021. Basically, you can see my dog's tail wagging. Hey, dog. So what I'm going to show you guys, basically what I'm doing as far as the Kozmo deck, is probably the first deck that I posted when I first came back into the game about 3 months ago, I want to say. Probably a little bit more than that. Anyway, so I want to go ahead and show you guys how the deck has, I guess, changed a little bit. That was more like a YGO Pro video, but now I'm playing more just like, yeah, I got the actual cards, everything's in the mail. I still need to get the mail set up in this house, but I'll take care of that when the time comes. But anyway, I want to go ahead and show you guys how the deck's changed. It's really not too much of a big difference, but I want to give you guys at least a quick update. So you guys, if you guys do want to play Kozmo, do you want to play this deck, if you guys are getting into the game for the very first time, I would highly recommend this deck because it is so much fun to play. It's not hard to learn, and you know, it can still put out a pretty menacing board. It's not a combo deck. It's a very I guess floaty control deck, I guess I would call it Kozmo. You can play it anyway. It gets too complicated for myself. Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. Alright, so of course you want to go ahead and start off with the triple tin can. Of course, tin can being your main starter for the deck, right? You want to make sure that you're able to go ahead and get this guy off as much as possible. Basically, you can go ahead and pay 500 life points and search. Well, you get to pick 3 Kozmo cards from your deck, and your opponent picks one at random. 2 is gets into the grave, and 1 is going to go ahead and get added to your hand, the one they choose. So either way you go ahead and you plus off that either way. So triple tin can. Then of course you play your double straw man, special summon from the banished pile. Your 1 farm girl for the OTKs. Your sword trooper because it's a sidekick and it's really good as well. Then you go play 1 of your wicked witch. It's pretty much your again, last resort type of deal. You want to make sure you stay safe. Summon it, pay 1,000 life points, can be destroyed. Such an amazing card as well. 1 Kozmo Dark Lady because I do not have the second one. If I did have the second one, I would probably take out one of the Slip Riders, or I'd probably take out the Sword Troopers because Dark Lady is so freaking good and such an underrated card, especially in a combo heavy format. You want to have cards that negate monster effects. So Dark Lady is something I would definitely play at 2, but I only have 1 for right now. For the ships, as they say, you're going to play double Slip Rider, 1 Forerunner, triple Dark Destroyer, of course, and you're going to play your 1 Dark Eclipser. Now what this allows you to do is basically just be able to, these are the ships that float, right? So what does floating mean? Basically, once they're destroyed, you can go ahead and banish them to go ahead and special summon 1 and any Kozmo monster that's any level lower than that banished monster, right? So this would go into pretty much access your entire deck when you get rid of a card like Eclipser, Dark Destroyer, and the other ones are really good to go ahead and continue the chain and float down into. So that's pretty much it for the Kozmo monsters, guys. I don't really get too crazy with like Land Walker or that dog, Kozmo dog ship. It's one of them. But I don't really get too crazy with it. I just want to keep it as simple as possible. Of course, you want to go ahead and play triple Kozmo Town. Kozmo Town is absolutely broken. It lets you access your banish, which means whatever you banish, you're still going to be able to go ahead and get back. It lets you reshuffle your hand, and if your opponent doesn't read cards and destroys it or gets rid of it in some way, then of course you get to go ahead and combo and plus off that as well. Not combo plus, right? So triple Kozmo Town. Now the tech that I do play in this deck is triple super polymerization because you do play a lot of dark light monsters. So you can go into the Starving Band Fusion Dragon. You can go into the Predaplant ones if you want. So it's just a good card to go ahead and be able to get rid of problematic monsters. If your partner has Dragoons, you can go ahead and activate super polymerization. Use that son bitch away, and then you're good to go, right? So super polymerization is just really good card, and one that you definitely want to go ahead and play at 3, right? Next, you're gonna play triple Allure of Darkness for the draw power, and the most recent addition to the deck, the one that I'm so excited about, guys. We finally got triple Pot of Extravagance. Yes, I finally want to get and stop being so cheap. I was like, this card is broken, let me go ahead and pick up 3 copies of them things. So right now extravagance are around 20 bucks each. So if you don't want to play extravagance, absolutely fine, go ahead and play duality. It's a much slower card, but you still go ahead and are able to dig through your deck. It still serves the purpose, right? But if you can't afford extravagance, definitely I'd highly recommend going for it, as it is the much far superior card. Also, Kozmo does not use the extra deck, which I am going to go ahead and talk about in just a little bit more as well. So that's pretty much it for the drawing cards. Then the support cards: Monster Reborn, Emergency Teleport to summon out your psychics, which is pretty much all pilots except for Wicked Witch and except for Dark Lady, because it has to be a level 3 or lower psychic type. Reasoning is absolutely broken. You call whatever level you want to call is absolutely fine by me, because if you banish it, I still plus, bring it back off Kozmo time and still search in a way. You know, literally each and every single Kozmo card each Kozmo monster is a different level than the previous one. So they're all 1 through 9. You can find the entire Kozmo. You have some that have the same, it's fine. But for the main majority of the monsters, they're all going to be all different levels. So whatever you want to call, go for it. You still lose in the end. This card ever goes to 3, Kozmo is definitely going to be a top row contender. Right now it's in the like C mode, put it in the everything else category, don't even mention it. But having 3 reasoning would definitely be super cool. But that's pretty much it for the spells, guys. As far as the traps, do play double trap trick to go ahead and dig deeper into your trap lineup. Triple Kozmo Joe, triple back to the front, and then 1 skill drain. Why do I play skill drain, you might ask? Well, the thing is with skill drain is that it's a really good disruption card, obviously. But the thing is that all of the Kozmo effects to float activate in the graveyard. So if you activate this in the grind game, it allows you to go ahead and continue suppressing your opponent even more, because you continue to float from your cards in the grave. Right. The one thing it would be counteractive with would be, I guess, with your psychic monsters, with your pilots. But again, just be smart about how to play this card, and you guys are gonna be okay. And that's pretty much it for the main deck, guys. Like I said, it's not very complicated at all. It's super easy to learn. You summon a pilot, special summon a big ship, just sit on it until your opponent destroys it. Then you go ahead and special summon another one. So just keep summoning and summoning and summoning. As far as the extra deck, this is the simplest extra deck you could ever think of, right? You play 1 Starving Bandit Fusion Dragon, 1 Cyber Dragon Nova, 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity, 1 Volcasaurus, and then play 11 of whatever card you want, because it's relevant anyway, since you're going to be banishing off extravagance, right? So Kozmo has never really used an extra deck, right? It's never needed it. It's never needed to win. It's never needed to be good. It's never needed to be more consistent. And it still stands. So the only things that I would play, probably, obviously I'd play triple Starving Bandit Fusion Dragon and more Predator Plant targets, just so that I can go ahead and make sure that my super polymerizations are always live. But realistically, you don't need the what's it called? Extra deck. You don't need the extra deck, which makes it so much more. It's less of a headache to think about, right? So you just play as many super poly targets as you want in the extra deck, and you pretty much call it a day from there. I don't have enough super poly targets to put in here as far as physical copies goes, but I highly recommend the Mud Dragon, the 3-headed Predator Plant. The Predator Plant only takes 2. I don't know their names, to be perfectly honest with you. I just summon enough polymerization just so I get rid of whatever the hell my opponent has on their board, and pretty much call it a day from there. So that's pretty much going to be it for this deck profile, guys. Again, not too complicated. I just want to go ahead and let you guys see what I'm playing with as far as Kozmo is concerned. Still a super fun deck and amazing for beginners. So if you guys did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like down below. Comment what you guys want to see from the channel. If you guys want me to do more live duels, remote duels, let me know. If you guys want me to do a deck profile, or so if you guys want me to do some like YGO Pro duels, just go ahead and let me know. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see y'all in the next one.